Hello, Vudani here, and in this video here I have a gameplay of my thief, and you can check that out if you'd like in another video. Link it on screen now. First thing to note, this is not the best thief spec you've ever seen. This is not the best game you've ever seen, but it was a game with a fairly unique spec, I'd say. Maybe not that unique. It's a stealth build for thieves. And it obviously uses a short bow. You can see that huge bow thing that I'm using. One good thing about the short bow is there are a few good uses for it. One is AoE, which you can see right here. Explosive rounds, or whatever it is, explosive whatever. It explodes quite a bit. From a far range it's not so effective, but if you're doing it right on top of yourself, you can get some good effective damage. It's best in pub stomps, I guess. Kind of like this. And you see some of the stealth. The stealth with the thief is pretty solid. Obviously it doesn't last very long, that's quite the problem. Another issue with it is when you break out of stealth, or when you hit someone out of stealth, you have a short immunity. I believe it's a 3-second immunity, and that kind of complicates things. See there's a stealth there. Obviously stealth is very good for a defensive ability. You can't be hit while in stealth. Some stealths cleanse. Obviously the heal in thief is also a condition removal. Not a full condition removal, but it helps quite a bit. Looks like they got another thief on their team as well with a similar build. And the choices I picked with this build were basically to give me the most stealths possible, not to maximize the damage I can do with the stealth. Granted, it does pretty decent damage, I will say that. You see a little bit longer duration stealth there is still pretty gosh darn short, but obviously I understand the talent that improves critical chance from stealth is not working properly. I get it. Hope you get it now. I don't know what they're gonna do with that talent, but as it stands, it's pretty much worthless. And I don't know, when you do crit the backstab, it's a very nice hit, but it can be kind of difficult to get behind people sometimes. I'd say the one issue with Guild Wars 2 and stealth is it's almost too easy to avoid someone for long enough. Like, if you see a thief come at you in stealth, or if you see a thief near you in stealth, it's very easy to reposition yourself to evade that backstab. Now, the only time this is an exception is when you steal. So if you do plan to make a practical thief build, I would definitely suggest working with your steal more. It maybe not necessarily going fully down your trait tree to get that stealth steal. With the beta weekend 2, they moved the stealth when you steal down to the last tier, so it's pretty difficult to pick up in a lot of builds. Most builds just kind of will forgo that and go with more damaging attacks, and I definitely agree, in a more competitive atmosphere that would be the way to go. But like I said, my goal for this was to give me the most amount of stealths as possible, and I'd say it does that. You can kind of see the gameplay style of a build like this, though. It's in other games with thieves or rogues, you're gonna kind of skulk around the outskirts or whatever. You're stealth, you come in, you open on someone, and you burst them down. Not really the case here. There are times when you do that, but I guess if you go against a meteor target, someone with some toughness, some vitality, you're gonna need multiple stealths. It's not really like other games where you open up on someone and go in and whatever. It usually takes quite a few stealths. As you see here, I open up with that initial stealth, get the backstab, then I pop the cloak and dagger, get another backstab, and just keep pounding on them. And it's definitely fun, I'll give it that. It is fun, and Why would you pop your ultimate in a 3v1? I doubt I'll ever know. But anyway, stealth, definitely fun. I'll give it that. This build was meant for fun. If you really enjoy stealth, you wanna stealth all day long, well, you could probably do it with this build. Not gonna be highest burst or whatever. I believe I'll be showing a little bit of burst here though, as well as the short bow right here with the, well, they're invisible. Let's use defense, but trick shot, blah blah blah. Good AoE. A lot of people don't realize how strong trick shot actually is. And here comes the classic rogue jump on someone, kill them in 2 seconds. That a lot of rogue builds are designed to do that. This one isn't necessarily designed to do that, but it definitely can. If you get good crits and whatnot, you'll see damage like the other rogue builds you've seen. Sorry, thief builds. I gotta get that out of my head, but I'm sure you know how it is. They're rogues, they're thieves, whatever. You see, that fight right there shows kind of the longer fights. You will go through quite a few stealths. And a good thing about the utility stealths is you don't have to waste those combo points on Cloak and Dagger. Although weaving Cloak and Dagger in there is good. The Deception stealths also have bonuses. You get the blind from the one, and the other one is an AoE, which really good for combos, but they were nerfed. We'll see how usable those are coming in this next beta weekend. And just my goal in this game was to just kind of try and kill people. I think I did a pretty good job. That guy throws down his barrier. I don't know why I shoot the barrier. I like to shoot the barriers often, but anyway, I should probably be going in on someone, and there we go, giving him business, showing him who's boss. And I believe that's gonna end it for this game. You see, so many stealths. It's just so fun. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You can see the scoreboard here. I did fairly well. Not the best game, but, you know, things happen. If you liked it, subscribe. I'll have more in the future. Plan to get some more diverse videos coming out after this next beta weekend. We'll see what I can work up. And hope you enjoyed.